once the calendar switches to May and you go through finals week, what changes with the way you guys approach it, if anything, over the final, I guess, 3 to 4 weeks of the season?
Well, you can just tell when we get done with finals, especially at a school like ours, that the players are relieved. They're fresh. They got a little more bounce to their bodies. Our practices are better. We're able to get everybody at practice. Sometimes during finals week, it's like tonight, we're having a night practice, which is very, very unusual for us to have. And then we'll still have 4 or 5 guys not here. So I think the players would agree, and certainly as coaches, we're anxious for the kids to finish real strong academically, and then we'll have their full attention here once we get past Wednesday and Thursday, and then it's just kind of baseball, and we get to spend a little bit more time with them. We can meet with them a little bit more, and the weather starts to cooperate, hopefully, and it's really a better brand of baseball. Sometimes before finals and after finals, immediately you see a little bit of a fatigue factor, but after that you see a whole different player.
Yeah, well, you guys don't have much time. Like we were talking, you don't have much time for any sort of fatigue. You guys got to be ready to go this weekend, and then over the course of the next few days and weeks, how do you sum up the challenge that's ahead of you guys over that's coming up right here?
Well, it's going to be hard. I mean, because we're going to try to squeeze 12 games in 15 days, and then 6 of those games are on the road, so you got to go to the East Coast for a series, and then we have to go to Indianapolis for a series, and thankfully the rest of them are close by. We have to play UNO at Werner, but it's in town. But you throw 12 games in there in 15 days, plus 2 trips, 2 flights, and we'll see what we can do. But we're going to have to got to be smart about our pitchers, and we're going to probably have to be patient with a couple of them during some of our midweek games. We're probably going to stay with them longer than what we normally would, just so we can keep our weekend guys, available for this last push.
You got to touch on this, but when you don't play, you play once over the course of last weekend, and you had such a hot stretch, and now finals, obviously. Do you worry a little bit about where your guys are at mentally, and how do you kind of get them back on track so they're playing at the same level that they were?
Well, I'm anxious to see what kind of energy they have tonight in practice. We didn't play, obviously, Saturday or Sunday. We had Monday off. Never ideal to have a whole week off in baseball. I do worry about our sharpness offensively. The good thing I'm encouraged by is the last time this happened, when we got rained out of or snowed out of a Bakersfield series, the next game was against KU on a Wednesday, and I thought we played one of our better games. So that's what I'm reminded of here now as we prepare for Friday's game. Is I think our players will be very anxious to get out there and play, and even though our timing may not be where it needs to be the first time through the lineup, I'm hoping with the more pitches we see, our timing will get better. So it's actually a fun time. This is a great time to be a college baseball player. Everything is very important right now. Teams are jockeying for getting into the conference tournaments, trying to get higher seeds, trying to get RBIs and those kinds of things. So it's a fun time.
You're one of the more consistent guys from the start to now. What's been the key to that consistency for you?
I think just consistent routines, day-by-day work, doing the same thing every day. And Coach makes it really easy to do that with how detailed he is with his practice plans and the day-to-day work that we need to do. So I think it's just doing everything consistently leads to consistent results on that field.
So essentially you just sort of, I don't know, it seems easy to say, but harder to do.
Yeah.
As a veteran, has it come natural now, or are you still sort of fighting to stay in your routine and like you said, kind of be consistent with every little detail?
Yeah, I think by now I just kind of know what is expected of me and what I expect of myself, and going from day to day, with being a starting pitcher, the running routines at practice are the same. I throw a short box on Tuesday and a full bullpen on Wednesday, and the catch play distances are the same, and it's just staying in that routine.
Have you been pleased with what you've been able to accomplish, or has it met your expectations, I guess, to this point, just individually speaking?
I'd say there are definitely things I could improve. I think guys are hitting me harder this year than they were last year. but I think I've been around the strike zone more. I haven't walked as many guys, so I think that might be part of the reason. But yeah, I'm happy, but we still have work to do. We gotta still qualify for the conference tournament and then win it and keep continuing to play well.